All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to EMPM. That stands for Engineering Major Philosophy Minor. This is the channel where you can get a working aerospace engineer's opinions on topics pertaining to engineering, philosophy, politics, and various other social and cultural issues. Today, I'm going to be doing something just a little bit kind of off the cuff, sort of random, but we're going to be making a picture frame in today's video. We're going to be doing that out of wood and also, metal screws and things like that. And I want to show you what we're going to be framing. So I have this really old periodic table of elements, and you can see it's kind of beat up. Like you can see there's kind of scuff marks here, and there was some tape on it actually that I put up on there back in the day. Let me tell you where I got this periodic table. So back when I was a young lad going to community college, and then I was transferring into, the junior, senior, and super senior year in engineering school, I came across this periodic table here in the trash can randomly outside of the physics department, and being somebody who is super into engineering, was really excited to go into the field and loved, physics, chemistry, and all those classes, I realized that this was really a gem that I had found in the trash can. And I know that a lot of you guys are going to think that's super nerdy and stupid, but take a look at some of the data that this periodic table has on it. So obviously we've got, the atomic symbol, in this case cesium. Obviously it's arranged, in the periodic table way. It's got the atomic number, the atomic weight, but then some of the other stuff that it has that's really cool is it has a density in terms of grams per cubic centimeter for like a pure sample of, say, cesium. It has the electron arrangement right here. Also, it has the boiling points and melting points in degrees Celsius here. It has the number of stable isotopes and also the number of unstable isotopes. And if it has an unstable isotope, it also has the half-life here. And at the same time, at the top here, you've got all these really awesome various different constants. And then just, the overall look of the table. I just think the overall look is really awesome, and it's really big. And so I've had this periodic table for like 15 years or something like that, and I've beaten it up a little bit. What I've done so far is I've actually covered it completely in packaging tape. So now it's like a smooth surface rather than the paper so that it won't tear easily. And what we're going to do is I have to go to the store now and get some wood and other materials to make the frame. So anyway, guys, that's going to be the basic setup of this. I'm going to run to the hardware store right now, and I'm going to grab some of these materials, and then when we come back, I'll show you guys what I got, how much it cost, and then we will get to work on building some stuff. So I will catch you guys in a minute. All right, guys, so I just got back from the hardware store. Jordan Peterson's in the background. So just got back from the hardware store. Wanted to share with you guys what I got and how much it costs. So let's go ahead and take a look. So I have right here 4 boards. These are 3 inches by 6 feet long and 3/4 of an inch thick. 4 of those are going to form the side frame. We've got 2 boards. I believe these are 1 inch by 6 feet, again by 3/4 of an inch thick. And then I actually ended up getting these yardsticks, and these are actually paint stirrers. They're supposed to be paint stirrers and measurement devices, but what I was thinking is that these will actually go on the outside of the frame like this, and it'll give it more of kind of like an engineering look on the outside. So the periodic table will obviously be coming off of here, off of this surface, and you'll see, these yardsticks kind of going around it with measurement points. I just thought that would be kind of cool. And FYI, these are only $1 each, whereas, some of these hobby boards right here, these kind of nice cuts of wood that are very flat, are actually pretty expensive. I decided to rethink the design a little bit. So I'll talk about the design here in a second, but let me just get through the grocery list here. We've got furniture nails right here. These will actually connect the periodic table to the frame. I've got some flat Phillips head screws in brass. I thought it would look kind of cool to have these this brass color on the outside, kind of dotting along here. We've got number 4s a 1/2 inch depth, and we have number 4s a 3/4 inch depth. Now I got 2 boxes of each, 75 pieces in each one. Probably not necessary to have that many. And then I also got some of these countersinking drill bits right here. And then we have 8 of these steel splice plates right here that are going to be used to tie things together. Now in total, before I went back and returned some things, was $121.23. When I got back, I realized that I wanted to use these paint stir things rather than the other boards that I got. So that was a plus of $10.83 right here. So I saved about $11 grabbing these as opposed to the original boards that I had, which kind of look like this, but were, you know, thinner in this size. So if you imagine that let's say you had the countersinking things already, and you didn't necessarily need to get 2 boxes of each of these fasteners. I just really don't want to run out, and I'll probably end up using them for future projects. So imagine taking, 2 of these away, and probably don't even need two of these. So you've got 121. We're going to take away 11. That's 110. And then from 110, we'll take away about $6, $6. So let's just say 110 minus about 32. Total would have come to about 80-ish bucks for all this material right here. Now that is somewhat expensive, but you can cut down on that if you got different types of wood here, crummier wood. Unfortunately, the thing about the crummy wood is a lot of it is not very flat. I did have to go through and kind of pick out boards that were nice and flat here, and also it's not going to look as nice as well, and you're going to have to do more sanding and stuff like that. So anyway, about 80 bucks, will probably get you all this stuff, assuming that you have the tools, which is not terribly expensive. A more fancy picture frame that's custom sized could cost you, maybe 150 bucks or something like that. So we're just going to do a typical frame. The dotted line around here represents, the edge of these. So the dotted line would be this edge right here. The poster is actually going to attach directly to this face right here. So this inner perimeter along here. In the center here, we're going to Dremel out either one of these cross boards right here, which are these inch wide ones, and slot those into each other so that fits nice and snugly. These are, again, these are 3-inch wide boards right here. Originally, I wanted to do a 2-inch, but had to go up to a 3-inch because they just didn't make boards that were only 2-inch wide. So that's what this section is right here. Here's the yardstick, 1/4 inch thick, 3/4 inch thick by 3-inch for these guys. And then just taking a look at some of these details, what we're going to do in these corners is put these splice plates in here. Now, one thing that you want to notice with this frame design right here is there's actually so originally I wanted to put a panel over this, and what a panel does is that handles shear. So if I was to pull on the frame this way, it wouldn't be able to shear, it would not go into a parallelogram by doing this. Since we don't have any cross beams or a panel, we need to kind of create effective cross beams, and that's what the purpose of these splice plates is. You can imagine that if I pick enough and correct fasteners right here, I actually do create kind of a triangle thing going through here, and that's what those splice plates are designed to do. So in reality, we actually have something that looks like this and this at every single junction right here and here, and that's going to prevent this from shearing this way. And also that means that when the poster actually goes on here, we're not going to be shearing the poster itself, because if we do that, then we're going to rip the fasteners out of the edge of the poster as well. So guys, those are the materials that I got for this project, and what I need to do now is actually make some dinner and set up a workspace and this project will probably bleed over into tomorrow, but I'm gonna go ahead and see how much I can get set up now, maybe do some filming tonight, maybe not, but we'll catch up either later tonight or tomorrow.
what Tim Pool's doing right now.